Welcome back. I'm Cynic Placebo, and I want to tell you how to get a deal on the Steam Autumn Sale. So, first of all, I just want to point out that, yes, I am a day late to this. I should have done this yesterday, but I just didn't have the time. So, the sale goes from today, the 23rd, till the 29th, okay? And it's got, obviously, good deals. You can just scroll down, and you can see all the cool things that it has to offer. But there's a few tips and tricks that you want to do. First and foremost, that you just always have to remember to check your wish list. Go to your wish list, sort by discount, and you're going to get all of these ones that have the deepest discounts right at the very top, right? The other thing you can do is you can sort by price, just to make sure that you're checking not only discounts, but overall price. Because sometimes you're like, well, it's only 50% off, but it's $2.99. Maybe that's the one I'm going to get today, right? So wish list is an excellent way to score some excellent deals. Now, if we go back to the store page, the other thing you have to remember is the search bar. Come in here to the search bar, hit enter. No terms, nothing, right? Just enter. Now you are into the search page. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that it only does special offers. Now, to make it a little bit easier to see certain things, I want you to hide free to play right now. You can search free to play later. If you want, you can hide items in your library, but I'm not going to do that just at the moment because I want you to see one of the deals that's in my library. And then down here, do not select games yet. The first thing you want to do is search for bundles, okay? If you just search for bundles, you're going to get multi-game bundles, which are going to be the best discount. Now, the first thing I like to do is I like to sort it by user reviews. This will tell you the ones that are the most popular, right? Now, it's not going to be the deepest discounts necessarily, but you can see these numbers really easily. You can just kind of scroll through and go, oh, look, a 93%. Look, Portal Bundle. Oh, let's click into that. Now, in the Portal Bundle, you can see that these games are $1 a piece. Portal 1 is $1. Portal 2 is $1. Buy this bundle. This bundle is fantastic. If you haven't played Portal, or you just haven't played it in a while, you need to go back and play Portal. It's excellent. So let's go back to the page. Just hit the back button. Now we can scroll down and we can just kind of look for deep discounts as we go, right? And we can see oh, look, another 93 bundle. Left 4 Dead bundle. If you go into here, look, $1 for Left 4 Dead 1, $1 for Left 4 Dead 2. Excellent games. If you haven't played them, go buy them. They are the best classic zombie shooters ever, probably. All right. And one of the nice things is when you hit the back, you'll notice that it pre-scrolled me down to this list. Now, if you're several pages down, sometimes when you hit back, it'll take a second to scroll, so don't start using your mouse wheel right away because Steam will auto-scroll for you to put you where you left off, which is a very nice feature for it. But again, you'll break it if you start to scroll right away. All right. So you can continue to scroll down like this, but now, sorry, still a little sick. Let's sort instead of by user review, let's sort by lowest price. So now in here, you can see, there's going to be some indie games that are just insanely cheap, right? But again, like 6 cents to gamble on a game. Oh, that one apparently is broken. But, sometimes if it's a few cents and you're like, well, I'm not really sure about it, but am I willing to gamble 15 cents on an indie developer? Sure. Well, unfortunately, it looks like they've got a few broken ones, which is not fun. But if you scroll down and you just kind of, again, these are going to be the cheapest, almost always indie games at the very top. And if you're not interested in indie games, that's fine. Just scroll down a while. But just look at the thumbnails as you scroll down and look and see what sparks your fancy, right? As you scroll down, you can be like, oh, look, that one looks interesting, right? Looks like I've got this bundle. Let's see what it is. Cyberhunt, Plains Blitz Vodka, Razortron, right? So these are just some interesting little indie titles. But again, is it worth a gamble of 49 cents? I think so. Go get that bundle. It's super cheap, right? Mysterious Blocks bundle. This one could be fun. Oh, also broken. That's no fun. But, again, this is just a way that you can kind of scroll down and you can get the absolute most bang for your buck. Okay, and then pay attention to these, right? Because if you see these brown ticks, that means it's going to be rated kind of low. Whereas if there's no tick, it means there's just not enough ratings yet. Where if there's the blue tick, you're going to know, hey, that one, people seem to like it pretty good. So a lot of times I will sort it by user review first and look for the best games, but then I will sort it by lowest price and I will look for the thumbs up games. All right, there's 2 more tricks we're going to do, so let's hop into those. The next trick is let's not go for bundles, but let's actually go for games. So now if we do games, let's again sort by user review. And again, so this isn't going to be the cheapest games at the top, but we can kind of scroll through and we can just look at the percents real quick. And as we scroll down, we see some 90s. Again, the Portal 2 game individually, Stardew Valley, another very popular title. You can just scroll through and see what games spark your interest. And again, these are going to be games that have pretty high discounts. And then if we go back and we say, okay, we've looked through the most popular ones, let's look through the lowest price ones. Again, going to be mostly indie titles at the top. These ones aren't going to be as broken as the bundles in my experience. Steam sometimes has more broken bundles. But they'll fix the bundles as it goes on. Every time you click on a broken bundle, that actually sends out alarms to Steam for them to be like, oh, something's broken, we better go check that out and fix it. So if we scroll down and we just kind of look for these blue thumbs ups, right, we can check out ones that look interesting to us that are only going to have thumbs up. And that's a good way to just score some of these really wonderful games at a low, low price. And again, are you going to take a gamble on a game for 28 cents? If you're on the fence, do it. 28 cents. Come on. Throw an indie developer a bone. Give them 28 cents and check out and see if their game's good. And sometimes you're going to be blown away by just finding an amazing hidden gem. All right, the last trick of the day, we are going to go to CheapShark.com. So when you go to CheapShark.com, whoops, it's all right, that's my side project I'm working on. So when you go to CheapShark.com, by default, you're going to land on this page that has just thumbnails of different sites, which normally is quite useful. But we want to check out Steam right now. Now, here you can see the top list. They've got Half-Life 1, 2, the orange box, all great. But let's click on View All Steam Deals, because it's the Steam Autumn Sale after all, right? Now, this is how I recommend sorting, is by this deal rating. This deal rating is a subjective rating that they give things to tell you whether or not you're getting a good deal. Anything that's on here that's above, a 9.5 is really worth looking into and seeing if you want to get it, because they're going to be excellent games and they're going to be at a low, low price. Half-Life for $1, get it. Half-Life 2 for $1, get it. The orange box is a bundle that contains both of those. That's probably an easier way to get both of these and a couple other things like Portal and stuff. So I highly recommend that one. So if we look at, you can just open it up directly in here. You will have to sign in on Steam to purchase things through the browser. But you'll see we got Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2, all for, $1.99. Definitely worth getting. It's just an excellent set of games, right? So Cheap Shark is going to be one of the best ways for you to find just the absolute deepest deals during the Steam Autumn Sale. And again, I'm just seeing winner after winner after winner because we're sorted by this. Now, if you like indie games, a lot of the times this is going to preclude indie games. So instead, if you sort by price, you're going to find more indie games, right? So now, because we're sorting by price, you're going to get these 27-cent ones, these extra cheap ones, right? So now the top of these is almost always indie games. So if you like indie games, sort by price. If you like the more AAA titles, sort by deal rating. And that's going to give you the two different sorts of deals that you can find. So again, those tips were wish list, number 1, store page search for bundles, number 2, store page search for games, number 3, and Cheap Shark, number 4. So if you use those tricks, you're going to get a bundle of deals this Steam Autumn Sale. So as always, I've been Cynical Siebel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you go and get some cheap games because they're a lot of fun. Catch you later.